Hi guys, welcome to Tamra's Tarot Variety. Today we have a very special guest. Some of you may have been anticipating this because he came in with Biggie Smalls, but he was very respectful. He shrunk away to the back and let Biggie be big. So today we have Tupac Shakur. Yay! Oh my goodness. So he's here, guys. He's wearing a purple suit. He said a zoot suit. Oh my God, he loves purple. Oh, wow. Oh my God, you guys. So he's with Prince. Wow. But Prince is hanging back. Biggie is here also. I've told you guys that Biggie and Tupac are soulmates, and they hang out together. And Robin Williams is here. He was here with Biggie, but they're all like shrinking back. And most of you know who watch my channel, everything that is said, everything that you can see is a message. Hopefully you are all on the spiritual path watching this. So please keep that in mind as we go forward. I am just going to say right away, for people who are just browsing the internet and they come on here and they don't like all of the, what are people who don't like this? What do they call it? They call it, I'm not into that stuff. So if you're here, Tupac has a message for you. First of all, he wants to say thank you to any fans, and he knows the big question that you all want to know. And they told me the answer, but I can't. Tupac and I were talking before. He told me who was involved in, well, who was the ringleader who orchestrated his passing and Biggie's passing. I've been told I can't tell you a name, although Tupac, so Tupac and I are very similar. We just wanted to blurt it out. It's the truth. And he's like, girl, just blurt it out. But I've been told not to. But I'm going to give Tupac and Biggie's fans a big clue. Many of you know who this one man who orchestrated, who puppeteered is. Use your intuition, and the word that many of you fans this will help you understand who it is the word bounty. And that is it for that. Tupac's like, okay, now we're going to get on to the messages. So guys, for those of you on the spiritual path, I think you've come to realize that the spirits come through to give us very specific messages. So now let's go on to those. Tupac has been with me off and on for a few weeks. He's like very specific. He's like, it's been like a couple weeks. Yeah. So maybe like a week and a half. But he kept singing to me. Well, let me get started with some facts. I'm not very good at that, but I'm doing it to be professional. So Tupac Shakur, you know, there's a lot of facts on him, but we're just gonna start with his birth date. June 16th, 1971. He is a Gemini. He died September 7th, 1996 at the age of 25 years old. So Tupac was a Gemini and Biggie was a Gemini, and Biggie's like, I'm still a Gemini. But Tupac had 4 signs in Gemini, and his Mercury is in Gemini. So my Mercury is in Gemini. We get each other. He loved to talk. That's what got him in trouble. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But the song that he was singing to me is by Simon and Garfunkel. They're all singing it now. His suit is amazing. It's really beautiful. It's purple. They're singing, oh wow, it looks good on him. So he joked that it's a zoot suit, but it's like, he made it modern, like modern suits are now with the fitted legs. He's very classy. He's like, thank you. He's not wearing any jewelry. Oh, he has a little diamond stud. It's in his left ear. So, okay. They're singing, the words of the prophets, they were written on the subway walls, in tenement halls. They whisper the sound of silence. Now they're all singing. So guys, what that means, what that lyric means, the words of the prophets, they're written on the subway walls, in tenement halls. So they're saying, without ego, that Biggie, Tupac, many rappers are actually prophets. They're modern day prophets. They're not saying they're the Prophet Muhammad, but they're prophets. And why they brought that song up and that lyric is and why they're talking to me is, many of you know, one of my life goals is to see the best in people and have them reach their highest good. And that is the group that is with me. That is their goal. We share the same goal. Oh, now Kurt Cobain came in because, yeah, they all hang out. And that's his goal too. Many of them are also scapegoats. They were scapegoated in their life. And that's a really important topic for them too. That's a topic that I'm going to bring up more on this channel. Okay, so what that line means is they're talking about many talented people who don't have the means. So the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, picture like graffiti, in tenement halls, the ghetto, urban housing, what is that called? Housing projects, that much talent is being lost. And they're kind of discussing their own battles, how it was a divide and conquer energy, all the traps that were set for them. And then there's personal things too. So let's go into Tupac. So he was very, very sharp. Guys, four signs in Gemini, just brilliant. Surprisingly, Tupac actually hid a lot of his intelligence, if you can believe it. He has a very strong lineage. He is African American. His DNA is African American and white. So he's laughing about that with the race wars and everything. But his soul also identifies with ancient Egypt, and I'm gonna try to find and Middle Eastern energy too. And guys, if you identify with an energy, if it's not in your DNA, I mean, look back, it could be a past life, and it just could be what your spirit resonates with, and please honor that, he's saying. Okay, so, getting all worked up over here. Okay, so let's go back to ancient Egypt. So when he lived in ancient Egypt, he was the king. He came into this lifetime to learn humility, and you can see he really struggled with that. He said that, guys, so there are moments in your life where you are expressing yourself in your highest form, and he's talking about when he would rap and stuff, and this is something very common. They're all shaking their heads. Robin Williams, all of them felt this. You guys know that I was a performer, an actor, improviser. I felt this. I fell into the same trap. You get so high, and there's a line that you can cross that your ego, it's very hard to explain, but they're telling me, because I know the feeling, where you can just, it like flips a switch in your ego, and you are high on the energy of your own talent, your own passion, energy from the audience, and energy from spirit. And it's like you've transcended. And the sweet spot is to stay right up to that place where you're transcended, and then stay there with humility. And a lot of us did that, but there's some moments, and it's from being damaged, it's from having your ego damaged, that it flips a switch. And it's when you see people acting crazy, fighting. I can remember I had a moment like that, and then off stage, I was still in that moment, and I jumped on someone's back at a party, and I was just like, it was embarrassing. And they said, yes, it could be very embarrassing. Performers take substances to calm themselves down, bring themselves down to earth. And this is something that's going to be explored with performing, maybe like performing psychology. They're telling me I should do that. I should help performers understand this, because it leads to fights and aggression, substance abuse. I'm not supposed to say those words. Okay, but insomnia, all kinds of crazy things where they're like, what's happening to these performers? Why, they were at the top of their game. Why are they acting like this? Guys, it's really hard. It's hard on your body, that energy that comes in. You have to be prepared for it. and you have to know how to not cross that line. Oh, thanks. I wasn't expecting to get that deep, but guys, so Biggie and Tupac are Geminis. They're coming in with Gemini energy. I'm Mercury in Gemini, so if you don't like talking, if you don't like analysis, this is not the video for you, and I'm sorry about that. But yes, so he said he was very analytical, very technical. I don't know what that means, DR. So he was obviously, well, to me, they're part of Gen X, and they're indigo auras. I know Robin. Robin's a rainbow. He told me that before. Love you, Robin. So Robin and I are Cancers. So he's talking about how important it is for the talent to come out of the African American community, how important it is for African Americans to support each other in their talent. He and Biggie were part of an energy that many have suffered. I mean, there's so many. They're showing me swords, so many dragons to slay when you're in that environment and you have talent. There's the streets, the corruption, the fighting, the in-house fighting, the racism, the jealousy, the being pitted against each other, the ego, the damaged ego that suddenly recognizes its ego as it's performing. It's a lot, and they want to help the community, and others too who are not able to get their talent out for various reasons. Okay, so he was a king in Egypt, and you can look at his face and you'll see it, guys. But he went through what he went through to experience humility and to also learn how to communicate. That's why he came in as a Gemini. And like I said, Biggie's a Gemini. They both were murdered at 25 years old. They're total soulmates. We're going really fast, and I'm sure, I know that I annoy people because to me, I'm following a very, it's logical to me, and it's the way that I talk, it's like a pattern, but I know that I've lost people, confused people. I'm trying to be as clear as possible, but so I have Mercury in Gemini. My mind works like theirs. We're all getting it. And I apologize to you if we're going all over the place, but just try to keep an open mind and understand that not everybody communicates the same way. Try to think of it as like, you know, a song, or like a flower where you have like the center circle is the main theme, and then there's these petals, and we go around and we come back, and we go around and we come back. But I'm sorry, I'll try to be as clear as possible. Yep, he wants to help bring in education and opportunities to the African American community. He said patient. I don't know if that's just a message, be patient. He's also, I've said this on my channel, he's encouraging African American men. He says, you guys will make amazing stay-at-home dads, and many of you guys can see that watching videos on the internet. And therapist. African American men would make great therapists, coaches, and then, you know, whatever is their natural inclination. He's saying it's not about skin color, it's a vibe, and it's a it comes from the history. And that those are just, he brought up those talents in addition to talents that, you know, people know they have, like hidden talents. Yes, thank you. Hidden talents. Nutrition, health. He's showing me like coaches. The community needs to band together, expand your mind and consciousness. Oh, his issue, yeah, sorry, it's loud. He wouldn't back down from a fight. And I was kind of teasing myself tonight, saying, finally getting this out. I'm such a night person. And he was like, yeah, I was a night person too. He was a truth teller, and he wants to talk about Suge, who was like a manager and father to him. Why is he bringing that up? Well, he really loved him, and also he's wanting to really talk about this idea of finding your own tribe, finding your own family, because he's saying Suge was my father. He's not saying that Suge is perfect, but he's saying he was my father. And so he's telling you all, if you have family issues, you can find father figures, mother figures, brothers and sisters, and please do that for each other. And if you see someone in the community that, you know, their family members have passed or are imprisoned or just not there, please take them under your wing. He's asking the community to do that. If you really want to honor Tupac and Biggie, please do that, because they needed that in their life. And that would be a great way to honor them. And also, if you're watching, hopefully someone will do that for you. He said this at the end of my writing, sort of. So he said it from 2021 onwards, he would like you all that are watching to really practice the word no and restraint, especially with peer pressure, with being taken, how are you saying that? Taken away from taken off track from your highest good. Practice saying no, no, no. And they're saying, just say no. That was like from their time, my time too. Was that Nancy Reagan? Yeah, they're laughing. They're like, just say no. But they're meaning more than just substances. Say no. Say no to what you feel is not right for you. It's not in your best interest, even if it's from a celebrity or someone who you think you need to get to the next level, but it's just not sitting right with you. Oh, goodness. So, wow. Let me look through my notes and then see if I missed anything. I think that's it. Let me see. They want to say anything. The crowd has left. Tupac is here. He just keeps bowing, saying thank you. Prince is in front of him. Prince is wearing like a really nice like fitted jeans, kind of like modern with a white shirt. He looks very preppy, but he's pulling him like, you know, children hold hands. He's pulling him. But Tupac is bowing and saying thank you, thank you. He's been with me for a while, so wow, what a nice energy. He's really humble, you guys, and it's really important for him. Thank you, Tupac. And he just washed like a light over me. Just reminding me to be humble. And reminding you all to be humble. Not too humble, but humble in the way that was discussed before. And I think that's going to be it, guys, for Tupac. Maybe, yeah, he's shaking his head. He'll come back. And they're just leaving. Love you guys. Thank you. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in. That's going to be it from Tupac Shakur.